was coming for my spot. A young had to be patient. Now I'm running up these bands, can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit just to stunt while I'm in Vegas.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lynn. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Lynn. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green, 30.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 16 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Here we go now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He can't get him down. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Time to check the defensive starters here for Kansas City. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Time to roll through the defensive starting lineup for the L.A. Chargers. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Lynn, he'll leave it for Hunt, complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lynn, now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Blue 90!
This is Hunt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3.
Throwing on 1st down. Lynn. That one is caught by Hunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lynn. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut!
Operating from the gun, Lynn. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. That boy's got four down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3-19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 39 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
Here we go.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. Through the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
They'll look to throw. Caught by Allen. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. So they get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Looking to throw. Blake. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Ohio! Ohio!
From the gun, Blake. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this will be taken at the 13. And that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The open man is Smith. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll set up a throw, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right.
Down.
They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here we go. White, 90. White.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Blake, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw on 3rd down, Blake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And now it's 2nd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. To throw here on 1st down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
This will be fielded at the 6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Now Abdullah, the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set. Blue landed. Blue landed.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but he was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ohio!
On 1st down, Blake. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
Throwing again. Blake. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Ohio!
This offense in
Ohio!
desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Hey, I need one over here. Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, Blake. And that will be incomplete as well.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing. Chargers coming hard, and they block it. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you. Now, however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Here we go now. 3-19.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a great special teams play. They blocked the punt and excellent field position, 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Green.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Mike's 59.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Off-play action. Blake. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Blake. Sharp's got it left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go. What? 90.
Looking to throw on second down. Blake. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Let's go. What?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Back to throw. Blake. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Blake. And he's going to go down again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
319! 319!
He'll look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Back to throw here. A dump off for Abdullah. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now let's go! Blue 90!
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They're going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.